Jason, what a surprise. We haven't seen much of you since you and Sonny terminated your business relationship. I guess that should be expected, except real friendships aren't predicated on whether one is doing business or not. Even so...
I need to talk to you.
Talk? It's rare to find you at a loss for words, especially when the question is so easy. What are you doing here?
Not that I owe you any explanations, but I've been looking for work as a ship captain. Money's been a little tight since Everyday Heroes.
Ah, yes. Fleeting fame. Hmm?
Well, I suppose my 15 minutes are history.
Well, this warehouse is currently unoccupied, so you trying to find work here would be quite a feat.
Really? What's your excuse?
I actually have a reason to be here. I'm planning to buy this place to house this import business I'm in the process of starting up.
Oh, following Sonny's lead into legitimacy.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, you know. See, people like us like to put things at risk.
Oh, people like us?
Oh, come on. Don't pretend that you don't know that we have a lot in common. And now we even have more now that I'm dating your mother.
Oh, come on. That's a cover.
I think I'm offended.
Offended? Really? Your agenda is clear to anyone who knows you, with the possible exception of Alexis. Come on, the only reason why you're dating her is because she's the DA, and if she stays infatuated with you, she just might turn a blind eye if you decide to go on another crime spree.
Wow. That's an excellent strategy. I mean, I wish I'd thought of it. The only reason I'm sleeping with your mother is because she was so determined not to have me, and I found it imperative to change her mind. I mean, I'd be happy to do the same with you.
I realize you're not the most effusive person in the world, Jason, but some well wishes for Sonny and I would be nice.
Congratulations. I hope you're happy.
We intend to be, despite whatever reason you're here for.
Good. I really need to talk to Sonny.
Fine.
Where are you going?
Oh, I have some errands to run.
Well, you don't have to.
But no, I'm going to be back soon.
Case like a schoolgirl getting ready to go to her first prom, you know. She probably just thinks you're asking me to come back into the business.
No. I'm asking if you work for Karpov.
You already know that answer. What you probably want to find out is why. Why am I working with Karpov? You and me, we worked together for over 10 years. We were like brothers. So you know, I mean, you should know that I would never do anything to undermine you. I mean, I created you. I taught you how to strategize. So based on all those tools that I gave you, what's your take? Why am I working with Karpov?
Karpov's a heavy hitter in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Means nothing in the States yet. Because he needed introductions. Somebody just to ease him into the territory without making everybody upset. Now with you in the middle, Sonny, Karpov gets the red carpet rolled out and my hands are tied.
That's Karpov's reasons. I'm asking you mine.
I don't know, maybe you think you're protecting me? I don't know. But I'm standing here telling you, you're not.
There's a perception whether I'm protecting you or not, but I'm telling you, my intention was and is to make sure that Karpov doesn't threaten or compete with you in any way. In my book, that's protection.
Okay, you know what? You came to see me at the PCPD. You could have told me this.
Well, I would have defeated the purpose, and I had no reason to.
No reason? A European boss is making inroads into my territory through you, and that's not a reason?
I'm giving you my word. There's no trouble. Unless my word is not good enough for you anymore.
I'm just going to say that I think making any kind of alliance with Karpov is a huge mistake, but you know what? That's your choice. I also think that no matter what you're telling yourself and what you're telling me right now, the reason you got involved with Karpov is because you missed this business. If that's true, you don't need Karpov, okay? You just say the word and you can have it all back.
I made promises. To my family, to Kate, to myself, and as hard as it is, I can't break them. I'm going to say it again. The reason I'm working with Karpov is so that he never compromises your interests And it deeply disappoints me that you don't know that, or at least give me the benefit of the doubt.
If you were being straight with me, you would have told me the minute Karpov approached you, but you chose not to. I'm sorry, I guess I expected more from you than that. Yeah.
You said to let you know if I heard anything more about Karpov?
I'm listening.
Karpov's been to Sonny Corinthos' house twice that I know of. Figured you need proof.
Sonny's front door isn't visible from the street. These were taken from inside the fence.
I've got experience with recon and surveillance.
You know you're risking your life, right? For what? You expect to be paid for this? Or does somebody else pay you like Karpov?
Wanted information, I got it for you.
I still haven't heard why. What, we met a couple times at the hospital? You don't owe me anything. Why would you risk your life to give me information about Karpov?
Loading cargo pays the rent, but it's not what I was trained for. I decided to see if I could still do my real work. Isolate a target, follow him, evade security.
Can you set up a hit?
Oh, they don't call it that in the military.
Can you do it?
I did when I was ordered. But I was a soldier then.
What about now?
That would depend on the target.
Not the money?
I'm not really interested in money. I don't need it to buy drugs no more.
Good. Good, so you're clean.
I quit cold turkey while I was in lockup waiting to be tried for murder. I followed Karpov to prove to myself I could still carry out an op. In the process, I found evidence he's dealing with Sonny. What you do about it is your own business.
So, if you were to do something a little more dangerous than loading freight, do you think you would go back on drugs?
I'm in a 12-step program. They teach us to fight our addiction one day at a time. Why?
Because I have an opening for someone with your experience.
What kind of work?
Start out as a driver, maybe some bodyguard work for my accountant, Barney. Provide security for him. You would take him where he needs to go, and occasionally make some deliveries.
Over what?
Well, you don't really need to worry about that. It's nothing illegal.
All right, I've got no problems with illegal.
Okay, there's going to be a trial period, and if things work out and you show that you're reliable, we'll discuss other opportunities, or you can just leave with my thanks.
I didn't come here looking for a job, but I'll take it.
Good. Bernie's address. I'll call him. Tell him to expect you.
Appreciate this.
Yeah. And why don't you wait and see, because you might find out I'm not doing you any favors.
Okay, well, you never asked to see me, so I'm assuming this is important.
I thought you should hear from me first. Now, I need to be able to trust you on this.
Of course. What is it?
I think Sonny's back in the business.
What are you talking about?
He's working with a Russian named Andrei Karpov.
That means he's working against you.
A Russian boss named Andrei Karpov is moving to Port Charles. He made contact with Sonny. Obviously, they made some type of deal.
Wow, I know. Sonny's selfish. But I honestly never thought he'd betray you like this.
Okay, I just need you to hear me out. I want you to help me think this through, okay?
Okay.
Okay. You know Sonny better than anyone, so I really need to figure out why he's doing this. I need to figure out if it's some type of mistake or if there's something really serious going on here.
All right, talk to me. Just tell me everything from the beginning.
Like I said, Andrei Karpov, Russian boss. Okay, he is a heavy hitter in Europe, and he wants to start doing business here in Port Charles.
How'd you find this out?
Rick.
Rick Lansing.
Yes, he told me Sonny was meeting with Karpov. So I had Spinelli check it out, and it's, I can't believe it. I mean, it's true. There's a money trail. Obviously, Karpov's paying Sonny for something.
Jason, I'm sorry.
Not that I need it. I got pictures of Karpov going in and out of Sonny's house.
Are you sure it's not something else? I mean, maybe Sonny's doing something outside of Port Charles with this guy.
Diane says no.
Diane. She knew about all this and she didn't tell you?
It's attorney-client privilege, Carly. What do you want me to say?
Well, that's great. So basically, you're telling me that your attorney and your best friend both betrayed you.
Sonny doesn't see this as a betrayal.
Of course, Sonny doesn't see this as betrayal. In his mind, he never betrays anyone. It's always the other way around.
Well, if Sonny wants back in the business, why didn't he just take it when I offered it to him?
Because that would be admitting a mistake. It means he was wrong for trying to retire early and forcing you to take over the business, not to mention he'd lose Kate. And as far as I'm concerned, that would be the upside.
Sonny says that he's working with Karpov to keep him in line to guarantee that Karpov will not be a threat to me.
Okay, do you believe that?
Well, I want to believe it. But if Sonny really wants to protect me, why did he go behind my back?
He's just trying to punish himself more for what happened to Michael. Giving up his life's work wasn't enough. He had to push you away, and now he's trying to force you to work against him. He doesn't realize how his actions are affecting everybody else
I
here.
don't want to believe that Sonny would purposely set out to undermine me, but if he doesn't respect me as the head of this organization, what am I going to do? He should have come to me when he heard about Karpov.
What are you going to do, Jason?
I don't know.
Jason, you're the head of the organization. If Sonny's a threat, you have to treat him that way. Someone else in the organization went behind your back to work for the enemy, what would you do?
Sonny isn't anyone else. He's not my enemy.
But you know, Sonny, he is going to keep pushing you to punish you for helping me get Michael and Morgan away from him.
Then let him push.
You don't have that option, Jason. Sonny's not like you. He doesn't respect boundaries. Hell, he doesn't even see him half the time, Jason. He doesn't know when to stop.
What do you want me to do? Do you know what you're saying right now? If I treat this as a business and Sonny is a threat and I treat him like anybody else, then he should be eliminated.
He wants you to kill Sonny. But you can't let him tie your hands so Karpov can come after you.
I won't.
Jason, if Sonny gets in the middle, don't you push him out of the way and take a bullet for him. That's not your job anymore. Jason, don't you risk your life for him. I can't lose you.
Buddy's gonna get shot.
Michael was shot.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I'll think of something.
There's always Kate.
What does Kate have to do
You
with
go to
any of this?
Sonny, and you tell Sonny that if he doesn't stay away from Karpov, that you're going to go straight to Kate and tell her everything.
You want me to blackmail? I'm not going to blackmail Sonny.
Sonny's the one walking around pretending like he's living this squeaky clean life when he's really dealing with the Russian mob and stabbing you in the back.
Forget it, Carly.
If you change your mind, I will be more than happy to tell her.
No. I don't want you to do anything.
Your hands will be clean.
No.
But you know what? You better figure out a way to deal with Sonny because he's making some dangerous choices. And someone has to handle the fallout, and I don't want it to be you. You don't owe Sonny anything.